Good morning, Hornets, and welcome to today's dose of Bgsn Student News. I'm Tiana.
And I'm Josh. Today we're taking a look at a cheer competition happening this weekend, and as always, sports.
But first, here's Garrett with your week's weather forecast.
Thanks, Tiana. How about those winds yesterday? Hopefully you guys were able to stay safe. This week, Hornets will look very cloudy throughout, and rain will start to show up later in the week. But starting off with today, we have a high of 35 and a low of 22. Tomorrow, we will have a high of 42 and a low of 29. Wednesday, we'll have a high of 48 and a low of 25 with a mere 10% chance of rain. Thursday, we'll have a high of 34 and a low of 28 with a 40% chance of rain. So this week, we will have a high of 44 and a low of 72 with a 40% chance of rain. That is all for this week's weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Hornets, as you can see, we are finally back in our studio for your daily dose of Beech Grove Student News.
Yeah, Josh, it has been a long and stressful time for us while our studio was under construction.
Now, here I am to show you a final walkthrough update on our new studio. Many of you might know that the TV studio is located in the hallway right next to the lunchroom and by the art classrooms as well. Now, we also know that the TV studio has been under remodel for quite some time. I'm here to show you the new and improved Beech Grove Student News TV station. Follow me. And in there. The Bgsn station has been under remodel for quite some time. Let's take a look at the new studio. If you or anyone else is interested in joining a class in the TV studio, please contact Mr. White. You are the future of Beech Grove Student News. Thank you for watching. I'm Joshua Hackelman.
The ACT test that was supposed to be taken on Wednesday, February 20th, was postponed due to us having a 2-hour delay that morning. The new date is now Tuesday, March 12th. The same rules apply to all juniors are supposed to be taking this test, and if you are a senior and wanting to attend, you may. If you have any questions, email Carr or stop by his office.
This Saturday, Ms. Fangman and the cheer squad drove up to Monrovia to compete in the cheerleading competition.
Although we do not know how they did do, from an outside looking in, they did an amazing job. Here is their routine from Saturday morning.
Now let's toss it over to my good buddy, Jonathan Dans, for sports.
Thank you, Joshua. Back here on the new sports set on Beech Grove boys basketball news, they hosted the Whiteland Warriors on Friday for senior night. The boys honored included, with their parents they were honored, and they include Jordan Brickley, Romeo Eccles, John Parker, Gavin Hess, and Griffin Wade. They got the win 72-46, and Gavin Hess made a statement finishing his career at the Hive with a double-double with 18 points. John Parker poured in 15, and Jordan Brickley had 12 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals. It's an overall good job to the boys as they've won the last 5 straight. They will be playing again Tuesday in Danville versus Indian Creek for sectionals. It'll be $6 for one day and $10 for an all 3-day pass. Beech Grove will be competing for its 4th title and 1st since 2008. The Pacers finally returned from the All-Star break this weekend, getting 2 huge wins in the process. On Friday, they came back from a 22-point deficit to beat the New Orleans Pelicans 126-111. Wesley Matthews led the team in scoring with 24 points in the first game. Bogdanovich added 20 points and 5 rebounds, while Sabonis had 18 points and 13 rebounds. In the second game, the Pacers got a much-needed road win over the Washington Wizards. Thad Young led the team in scoring with 22 points and 4 rebounds. Sabonis had 12 rebounds and 13 points, while Bogdanovich added 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Pacers' next game is tonight when they travel to Detroit to face the Pistons. Now, a senior on the basketball team recently committed to play basketball in college. Here I am with who it is and why they committed.
The basketball season is starting to wind down here at Beech Grove. Senior Gavin Hess recently committed to Hanover College in Hanover, Indiana. Gavin committed over a tweet that said he is excited and blessed to announce that he will be continuing his academic and athletic career at Hanover for the next 4 years. He is one of the many seniors to commit and will continue to play basketball on the Division III level at Hanover. I asked Gavin why he chose Hanover, and here's what he had to say.
I chose to go to Hanover to play basketball, and it's a really good school academically, and I love everything that it has to offer. I'm just really excited that I get to go to school there.
I then asked Gavin about if he had met with the head basketball coach at Hanover and how long they had been recruiting him. Here he is to explain.
This summer in AU basketball, I've just been talking to them since then, and I just made the decision last week, and it just feels like the right fit for me, and I'm really excited to go there.
Many people around Beech Grove congratulated Gavin on his commitment, including the government teacher here at Beech Grove High School, Mr. Edwards, who is a Hanover alumnus himself. Even the official Hanover College Twitter congratulated Gavin. Now, we here at Bgsn Sports wish Gavin good luck in his future endeavors at Hanover. And for Bgsn Sports, I am Jonathan Dans.
Now, the NBA is thinking about changing the one-and-done rule back to how it was in 2004. Garrett got more information on the possible change.
If you're a regular watcher of ESPN or of FS1 or any other channel, you may have heard the name.
Zion Williamson from
Zion Williamson, who is an amazing basketball player, and he plays for Duke University. Recently, he was injured in a UNC game where he had a knee strain, and this has caused analysts to ask, should he sit out the rest of the season so he doesn't get a further injury that might affect the draft? See, people his age have to wait 1 year to be able to declare for the NBA draft. This is a one-and-done rule. See, they call it a one-and-done because a high school prospect must be 1 year out of high school to be able to declare the NBA. Many people criticize this rule because they believe players should be able to and they aren't able to do that in college. However, some do go to the Euro League, so they are able to get money. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver himself does not like the rule, which has caused him to propose to the NBPA from changing the age from 19 to 18. I talked to Mr. Taft, who watches the NBA, and I asked him about how he feels about the age changing back to 18.
Overall, I'm pretty for it. I'm old enough, I remember when they actually went with the change, and before, we had guys like LeBron and Kevin Garnett coming straight out of high school into the pros, and I've seen it from both sides at this point, and overall, I think it's probably a good move if they go ahead and let the 18-year-olds back into the league.
It will probably take some time before this rule is changed, but for now it stays 19 and up. From the TV studio, I'm Garrett for BGSN.
Thanks, John. That's all for your Daily Dose of BGSN 10. I'm Tiana.
And I'm Josh. Have a good day, Hornets.